Hello and welcome to today's demonstration of the Florida Continuing Professional Education Requirements for CPAs. I'm Janae Fletcher and I will be hosting the presentation. This demonstration is to clarify any questions on what the requirements are specific to Florida regulations. So we start off by asking who is required to take these CPE requirements. Any CPA licensed within the state of Florida practicing accounting, tax, financial, or management advisory services must complete CPE to stay licensed. Newly licensed CPAs have a CPE reestablishment period in the third, June 30th, after the initial license is issued. The Florida CPE requirements run on a biennial cycle where 80 hours must be reported. The reporting period occurs in July. Florida does require that 40 of the 80 hours must be completed in a technical subject area, with 20 of those specific to accounting and auditing and the other 20 in technical business. Within the 80 hours, there is also a 4-hour ethics requirement that needs to be Florida approved. There is a maximum on the amount of behavioral courses you can take. You cannot take more than 20 behavioral CPE hours. And again, the initial licensees have a triennial reporting period. In the previous slide, I mentioned the 20-hour maximum on behavioral CPE, so I just wanted to clarify what is considered as behavioral. This includes administrative practices, business management and organizational courses, communication skills, personnel or human resources, and the social environment of business. These types of courses really have to do with any sort of personal development of your practice. There are several types of activities that are accepted as CPE by the Florida State Board. These include teaching a college level or formal CPE course. Teachers can receive 2 times the amount of CPE hours taught. There is not any credit given for writing articles, however. Formal, organized, and firm educational programs can receive CPE credit as long as it is approved by the board. Live seminars and webcasts are recognized. Self-study courses must be QAS approved within the technical subject areas to count towards CPE. However, any self-study courses taken within the behavioral subject fields do not need QAS approval. And there's not a limit on self-study courses taken, so all of your CPE can be completed in this format. Continuing education hours do have certain requirements to be recognized. A CPE hour is awarded for at least 50 minutes in duration. This 50-minute requirement also applies to self-study courses. Half-credit courses are not accepted. CPE courses can only be awarded for the reporting year. They cannot be used for any subsequent year, meaning they cannot be carried forward or back. CPE reporting occurs biennially within Florida and must be reported by June 30th of the license expiration year. Florida CPAs are not required to report their CPE because the Board of Accountancy will use the honor system. You do need to have the previous 2 years of CPE on record. To prove that you have completed a course, the State Board needs to see this information on the certificate of completion: the sponsor's name and signature, the licensee's name, the title of the course, and the date completed, as well as the number of CPE hours and subject category. If reporting a college-level class, a transcript needs to be provided or a letter from the sponsor. If attending a group seminar or webcast, the participant roster can be provided as proof as well. So over these 2 years of completing different CPE courses, it is very important to have a means of tracking this information. For this reason, CPEcompliance.com has built in the Compliance Manager feature into their system for tracking these records. Compliance Manager actively monitors deadlines and mandatory subject requirements based on what type of license or licenses you have. It is updated regularly for all states as well as other professional licenses. Any CPE certificates you have from other providers can be uploaded into the system and will monitor what subject areas and formats are allowed. Each month, Compliance Manager will send you updates on your progress to completing your CPE requirement. We will now move into the Compliance Manager on the CPEcompliance.com website. The Compliance Dashboard gives you a snapshot of your current progress towards completing your CPE requirements. You see that I've chosen Florida as my reporting state, and the period is from 2012 to 2014. You can view from here as well. The Compliance Manager is divided by the specific requirements along with the total CPE that needs to be reported. The progress bars will let you know where you are in completing your CPE. As you can see with Florida, the technical requirement is 40 hours with the subset of 20 hours in accounting and auditing. There's also 4 hours of state-approved ethics to complete. Since I do have deficits in several of the subject areas, there is a button for Get Credit. This button will take you to the approved live webcast and self-study courses from CPE Link that will qualify for that subject area. Also, by clicking on each subject area, you can see which courses you have taken that qualify for that requirement. CPE Link courses are automatically listed in the Compliance Manager, but you can also upload external CPE records. At the bottom of the page, there is an Add Course button. Clicking this button will take you to the course detail page where you can fill out the course information of CPE you have taken elsewhere. After filling out the provider, date, and CPE hours, you can upload a PDF file of your certificate of completion. Some CPAs do have multiple licenses, which Compliance Manager can track and monitor as many professional licenses as you have. Next to the state requirement area, you can click on Add License to input any other state or professional licenses you have, like Enrolled Agent or AICPA membership. It is important to have appropriate initial licensing date information to be accurate. Some last added features of Compliance Manager that I want to mention is that it is tablet friendly, so you can view it on the go and even upload certificates by taking pictures with your tablet or camera phone. All this information can be exported into an Excel file or printer-friendly version of the Compliance Manager page. Like I mentioned, emails are also sent on a monthly basis to update you on your compliance status. This does conclude the presentation on the Florida CPE requirements, as well as how to track all this information with the Compliance Manager. If you have any questions or comments, please feel free to contact me. My email and phone number are listed on this last page for your use. Thank you for attending this demonstration.